Hi folks, I'm back with another toy review. This time we're going to take a look at the various Wing Gundam Zero custom toys throughout the Mobile Suit in Action toy line. First, let's talk about the articulation. Oh, I should probably introduce the Mobile Suit in question first. The Wing Zero custom... Wing Zero here appeared in the OAV/movie Gundam Wing Endless Waltz and was piloted by main protagonist Hiro Yui. The Wing Zero custom is much like the original, except it lacks the transformation. The sculpt itself is, on the basic figure, is pretty nice. Has all the right details. All the little panel lines on the wings. There, hopefully I should be able to see it better now. All the little detail on there. The little backpack. The Wing Zero custom has 24 points of articulation. Its head is on a ball joint, though it doesn't look up and down very well. Its large wings are on two different ball joints on two different spots, here and here. And the smaller wings are on a hinge and the ball joint for more articulation. And of course the usual articulation at the ball joint shoulders, turning at the biceps and bending at the elbows, turning at the wrists. Waist articulation, which is somewhat limited, but it's not really needed. Leg, knee, and ankle articulation, which the ankle and the leg are on ball joints, offer a wide range of movement. That's what you've got. The paint job, like most MSIA figures, are fairly clean, and the paint job and sculpting differs on one of the other figures, the Battle-Scarred figure. As you can see, this thing looks like it's been to hell and back. There's it looks all dirty, exposed wiring. It's even missing one of the shoulders here. And the wings got like bullet holes, just all cut up. Basically, it's a very good detail. Even half his face is scarred. Ooh. This were a Batman villain, it'd be Two-Face. Why'd I say that? That was horrible. Anyway, all three figures have the same amount of articulation, and the paint job is dirty. The good kind of dirty. You want it to be dirty. Then lastly, we have the, what some people call the Wing Zero Custom version 2 figure. Most version 2 toys have a wider range of articulation and detail. This lacks both of those. The only reason it's called version 2 is because of the darker paint job, mostly just the blue, and the differing accessories, which we'll get more on that later. Let's see what else to cover here. The scarcity of these figures varies. The original, this one here, the one that keeps falling, the figure doesn't have a problem standing up. It's just that if you look at it funny, it falls over. And the Battle-Scarred version both had a wide release. The second version, not so much. As a matter of fact, this one was very hard to find in stores, and I was lucky to find it at Loose at a decent price. And complete even. Cover articulation, sculpt, paint. Let's look at the accessories. Now I should note, the original release and the version 2 figure do not come with interchangeable hands. However, the Battle-Scarred version does. And frankly, I think for the most part this is not such a good idea, as opposed to most figures having the interchangeable hands. All the figures come with the hands for gripping beam sabers. Whereas the Battle-Scarred version comes with the closed fists and what I call the trigger fingers. One's made for holding firearms. In theory, this would be good, but with the trigger fingers, I found out it's harder to hold its Buster rifle. Here, I'll show you. I'll get more on the differences between the accessories later. Yeah, see how it's all kind of loose and floppy? Now, let's go to, say, the original one, which comes with the hands made for gripping sabers. See how much more tightly it holds it? I believe this is actually a good move to only include these hands to hold the Wing Zero's Buster Rifle, because otherwise you're just going to have it flopping around and it's just not going to look very impressive. Now let's talk about the meatier accessories. These. Basically the real reason you buy it. Yo, I'm going to try and make this a tad easier. So I got room. There, get a bit of a shelf there. Okay. So we have the original releases Twin Buster Rifle, the battle-scarred version's Buster Rifle, which is a much darker color and looks a little worn. Alright, and they're both made of soft plastic, which is very prone to warping, as you can see on the front barrels of the battle-scarred versions here. The version 2 figures, however, is made of hard plastic, and it is also bigger. Overall, I think it's better looking, though it has these small clear green parts at the end to represent it firing, because it can do something the other two can't do. It shoots missiles. Woo! More pieces for you to lose, right? Right. Anyway, they actually get some distant... hold on a second. Oh, wait, there we go. That's right, I thought I actually lost it. Wow, way to jinx myself. Anyway, the missiles get some good distance, and they don't look too awkward. I think they look very nice. I just wish you could remove the little green ends. Another accessory that comes standard to the figure is the beam sabers. And believe it or not, the beam sabers actually do differ slightly. The original release comes with a clear red saber. The battle-scarred version also has a clear red saber, but the handle is all dirty, just like the figure itself. The version 2 release comes with a more movie-accurate green beam saber. Alright, so let's take a look at these figures with their respective accessories. Oh, another feature common to all three Buster Rifles is being able to split in half. You also split in half the small pieces on the bottom, and you insert the pegs on here to the holes here. It is basically the transformation to the double barrel, or to the single barreled variety. So there he is, holding those. I'm not going to bother showing off the saber, but... Oh, and I should point out that you can also have the wings wrap around the figure, just like in the movie. Just doesn't look as good as it should. It's not horrible, but... well... it's really as best as you can get it. I'll let you judge for yourself the atmospheric re-entry mode, it's called. Running out of time here, so I'll just leave you saying the final scores. Original, 8 out of 10. Battle-scarred, 7 out of 10. And new version, we'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I would highly recommend any of them over the Battle-scarred version. Anyway, have a nice day. Time's up. Bye.